Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us. This is the webinar portion, chat portion of the webinar. All right, yeah, thank you for joining us. Let me tell you stuff I've been tomorrow, not now. I'm going to go into some, you want to know about the Matrix and all that, how this reality is put together. It's fucked up. Obviously, but it is it's belief systems. It truly is. If for a lot of people say they might get images of this stuff and not believe it, so it shuts it down. So they're not ready for it. There's some messed up. Connected to something called the Sentinels. It's in Days of Future Past. It's a X-Men movie. I think it's in that one. It's big, large beings. I'll go into it tomorrow. And I've gotten messages from them here and there. I didn't understand them. But they're connected to NASA, and they like think about you, and they can kill you with their mind and stuff like that. They're connected to old people. You can say people are scared to die because of them. I know it sounds weird, but in like the Matrix that you see in the movie, like the hellish kind of Matrix, there is something like that. Not exactly. So they are kind of giving us glimpses of what's going on here. Just people don't believe it. They say, "Oh, that's not real. That's not going to happen. That's not real." And then, so I don't know where all this is going to lead to. I just sort of put it out there. Yeah, it's fucked up. I mean, the more that you have an open mind, the more you connect more to your psychic abilities, and you just open up yourself and not worry about the future so much. I'd say, the future is unknown. Having an open mind will, you're not going to know everything, but have more idea than most people, at least. Of course, there are areas where you can connect to where you really know too much, that's way down the line. Like other people's future very easily. So that's kind of where we're heading. Not an easy one. So yeah, individually, the ascension, yes, is happening for those that are putting the work into it. Others that just watch a video, it's like, oh, I'm ascending. You are ascending, it's just slow. Some aren't ready to ascend, which is fine. But just thinking that, things are just, just going to open up everything and could just be flying and stuff like that without doing anything. There will be people here born here with a very powerful ability that will be able to fly and stuff eventually. So, yeah. So, I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we're starting early today. So I think I hit a part of exhaustion too, where it's really bad. So, thank you for joining us. Positive vibrations, universe, aliens, everybody, positive connections, okay connections, whatever we got. Gundium, any messages from my guides? Just keep doing what you're doing. Creativity is going to open up in new areas. Music areas are going to open up too. Maybe creating music or something like that. You're in the architecture of your reality. So not everything is happening up fast, but there will be a project down the road that will make more sense to you. Has not showed up yet. Any messages from Prime Creator? Once again, more patience. I do see a lot of color energies, colored beings, like energy beings that are connecting to you, that are giving you your direction. They're not making themselves too clear at this moment, but they will. Like you see, like light, like a blue light, green light, that you feel like you might have just saw. Who knows if that'll show up at all, but you might see it in your vision, in your mind or something like that. So as you are, it's not going to be all at once or anything like that. It's not going to be too fancy, but your connections are going to start. yeah, your psychic abilities will start increasing eventually. Pamela, on the messages from my dog, No Name. Is that really your dog's name? Your dog's name is No Name? Or he has no name? Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. He's yeah, he's fine right now. He's connected to your oversoul. So I don't believe he's here anymore from what I'm gathering, but it's hard to say. But yeah, Animal is going to your oversoul of experience. So he's definitely there at this time. He's basically just hoping you stay calm. Any messages from my higher self? There's a transition coming. For the butter, you're connecting more with nature over time, but not just yet. Things are shifting. I would say a major shift is coming, but for the around April. Maddie, what other characteristics are the butterfly species that I am connected to besides always looking for new things? Really helps me understand. Conversation. You change the energy of things that you touch. Like you touch a desk, you touch whatever it is that's around you. You change the vibration of it. You might not notice it, but now you might start noticing it. And also people too. You might feel your energies with them, assisting them, removing blockages, or helping them. Like somebody doesn't want to talk, you just like mentally connect to them, and then they start talking to people. You just have not to say that's going to happen exactly, but to have the idea. So those type of things are you probably pick up on that. But that's it for a little bit. There's more, of course, but that's the information they have. Not necessary question. Suggestion would be cool if you neutron both of you channel beings simultaneously. Let them have a conversation of their own. Yeah, we can. That's interesting. Sure, maybe not for a long time, but or both of us channel Neiman at the same time. Well, that's interesting. That's a good idea. I might not do it for a long time because I'm worn out, but yeah, if he channels Neiman and I channel Neiman at the same time, that'll be messed up. Good suggestion. Yeah, we can channel Novak too. I haven't channeled Novak in ages. I think I did it at the theme park recently. Yeah, I've been mostly blabbing anymore. I don't connect to all the aliens recently. I will eventually. Marcus, what's the deal with Jews? What is their role? With their connection? Do they have a cabal or aliens? Some of them are, how it goes. They feel like they have authority over humanity, as you can see. There is a cabal connection, but there's a cabal connection with all races. But the ones that are kind of running the show aren't really. I don't think they're really Jewish. They get the Jewish DNA or something like that, well, because it protects them, and they can be here cloaked. I mean, it's like a club, you can say technically. It's just but they not all of them, but there's a group that feels like they have authority over humanity, and some of them are Martian, some of them are like Jews come from Mars, not to say but not all of them. Some do. So there's a little bit more to that. I guess I can go into more of that kind of type of subject that supposedly gets YouTube views, but I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube either. But we'll see. I'll think about it. Like the Hebrew connection. We'll see. I'll think about it. Do it in a way that hopefully won't insult anybody. But yeah, there's a long line of that. I'll see how I can feel. Yeah, well, something comes through. There's good and bad to anything. Obviously, with them, it can be pretty bad. Yeah. General message. Let's see what moment. Yeah, you are now. Yeah, you have questions like that. You're also opening up to more of your. What is your take? Like your question here. What is your take on it? Let that. If you have a blockage there, that's okay. But like, get your point of view. Let that come through. Sometimes you're learning about this, but remember, your point of view does have a lot of everyone's has a lot of validation, a lot of meaning. So like connect to your psychic self, your like for that subject matter or any subject matters to was like, okay, I hit a blockage, let's clear that blockage and connect to where it comes from and see what comes through. I imagine something will come through, an image, whatever it might be. You're very connected to the Anunnaki too, which also allowed more of the Jewish energies to come to enroll humanity. Not to say you're involved with that, but you were connected to Anunnaki during that time. That's nice. I didn't know that. All right, James, did I have a past life during World War II? Yes, in Poland. Now, were you Nazi? I don't think so, but you're definitely on the run for them. Even if you were Polish, you had a lot of Jewish friends. So, yeah. I think you're, I see a farmer, but I'm not getting, what I get is farmer right now. We had multiple lifetimes during that time. Some are positive, some weren't. Obviously, had alien connections too. Any messages out there for me? Yeah, you do have darker incarnations here that have not. I don't know. Yeah, probably not the best place to go into it here, but there are like told me my darkness. If you like areas that would probably be good to release, that human lifetimes, even during that time period, not going into it here. And there's other stuff. It's just something that it give you a cleansing. Not to like say, oh, I'm a bad person, but those type of things are worth it. I do see you as like a someone that imprison people. I think you're an alien though. For things I did not do. They didn't carry it to serve in jail anyway. You're doing what you're told too, but still. You could have allowed them the freedom. They're not really saying where this was. Feels like it was serious. It was alien though. You were, in space. We were generally it was like they were gathering beings and putting them in prison or something like that. I'll leave you with that. And things will change very soon. That's good. That's good to hear. I am going to be going to Crystal River of the future. It's Indian territory. And work situation. I've been so tired. I think I slept 3 hours before I came here. And I have to get up early tomorrow. It's like, jeez. I think I've had overexhaustion. Jeez. And this is mostly from the daily grind, not necessarily from this stuff. Marianne, any messages for me? You're connected to two worlds, two parallel worlds at this time. One that's like a water world that is assisting humanity that has life figured out. Where in this one, it's like it's a positive watered reality, like where it's like a higher dimensional Earth. It is a place of more simplicity, but it's a place of music, healing. It's almost like paradise under the sea, basically. You can probably feel that. That's neat. Question 2, any messages from my higher self? Higher selves. There's a lion version of you. Alien being that has not been always the most friendly in past lives, past connections. One you're kind of dealing with, or the reason why you connect to that one is how you know how the elite, the cabal operate. So you're technically connected to them. Everybody has some connection to them somewhere. So this is what you tap into to know what the forces are doing here. You might not get a whole lot from it right now, but you can. It just hasn't been fully open. So you've done the dealings, you've seen it all, So you can probably pick up on that. Now you're here to. Sometimes you have to incarnate those lifetimes to see how it works. Not to say you're involved. Just the way it is. We all have our directions. Okay. Carol, are the messages for me? You used to. I don't know if this is gonna help much. You have lifetimes where you're like a being that can levitate, fly, or levitate from the ground. There's probably a better word for hovering. Energies are kind of connecting to that here, the lifetime there. Basically bringing people more a calmer vibration to those that you're around, and kind of going into their chakras, even healing that. You kind of also kind of sneak into their vibration. You go into their chakra itself. It's like and do a healing. So like people that you're around, you're not all of them, but some of them you connect directly to their chakras. Those that you have a strong connection with at that moment. Any messages from me from Prime Creator? Just keep sending your love to your family. Your seeds of knowledge will go far. You have a lot of unicorn energies that has not been shown. Well, it has been, but you can turn practically into a unicorn. I bet they'll love that. That's interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that aliens and everybody keeps back because stuff can be really, but we all look like we're a bunch of Looney Tunes. But so yeah, if you ever feel like turning into a unicorn, go right ahead. They would bring that vibration out at least. Very good. You'll have to connect people to what's right for them. Jackson, Buddhist scriptures claim that the reading and copying of scriptures clears one's karma and brings fortune. Does that actually work? No, I don't think so. You know what that does? It gets the information out there. Okay, for Buddhists, it makes sense. For the time, it made sense because it's just to share that vibration. So yeah. Yeah, for that time, yeah. These days, I don't see it as that. There's no need for it because we have the internet. But back then, copying that stuff was very important to keep it alive. So makes sense, right? Buddhist advocates celibacy because orgasm weakens one's body and drains one's fortune. To what extent is that true? Well, that's like the Catholic Church. They all have their belief systems. Not everybody agrees to it. But the orgasm actually helps you open up and think more clearly. So I don't know what they're talking about. Some are just... Well, part of that is a lot of those are becoming Buddhists aren't going to have any children, right? Those are for the priests mostly, not for your casual. Because a lot of them aren't going to be marrying and all that. So that makes sense. Well, so they can connect more with spirit and all that. So for them, that works for them. It doesn't work for everybody. It's true, but not for everyone. So yes, there is a lot of. It's like, does it work for you? But some Buddhists probably have relationships. Tristuo. Oh wait, sorry, Tristan. Okay, I can't make it to the chat. Pizza place down the street from me went from out of business back to business. I even ordered a pizza from them, and back to close a few times. Was it my imagination or mismanagement or different timelines? A lot of mismanagement going on there. There's a lot of other families that are trying to keep it alive because the location's good. It's just mismanagement all the way. It can stay in business. It just there's a lot of drama in there, as you can see. There's not enough money to keep it going either. Marketing's not very good. They're just working on it. Question 2, would chakra removal be a good thing for me or not? Yes, it will be good. Yeah, you can look online. I think Abby Normal does it. Others use that. Yeah, I think it'll be good for you. I think it'll be very good for you. I should do it right now. Just throw it over, fire the guides, and clear out the chakras. I'm a big spirit guide harasser. Tara, are there any messages for me? Let's see. You're connecting more to a Mother Earth timeline, or you can have more of a, maybe not understanding where you're going, but more clarity of that you are in the right place, on the right track. More calmness that you are in a good vibration. So a more balanced energy around you, basically. It feels like you're really connecting to that. So manifesting will get stronger with you over time. Right now, you're just getting used to it. More fairy energies around you at this time. Did I move to New York City in another timeline? Yes. And you're feeling that vibration, obviously. If you look at New York or anything like that, you're like, hey, this place really, Yeah. Yeah, if you're ever like, yeah, any place that's pulling you, yeah, you're right on it. Renee, do Jesus. Okay. Do Jesus have a message for me? Okay, I'm looking at your other thing I have written here. And or here, I'll just combine this. Does Jesus have a message for me? Do the Pleiadians have a message for me? Let's see. You're doing a clearing at this time. Your manifesting will increase. You're just doing a massive belief system removal so you can open up more. So you're bringing golden timeline energies to you, more positive vibration, more positive angels. Not to say you had bad angels before, but you're bringing more positive angels to you. So you're in a transition of opening up more. You're loving yourself more too. You're giving yourself some air. Yes, you want to speed things up like many do, but you're just taking yourself more seriously. Sometimes you weren't. It's like, it's all. There's no guidebook on how to do any of this, so it's not like we can just just have to figure it out on our own. So, also, I received a message stating the Jews are not who I think they are, referring to. Yeah, I think I know why. Yeah, there's a lot more going on than that. They haven't told me anything. I'll see if I can go. That came through again for the Jews. I'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of well, obviously, a lot of them are connected to the Illuminati, but once again, to keep organization while nobody else is organized, they're organized. They give them that. Some might say they're not, but they kind of are. So, and they do take advantage of it. I'm not sure if I understand the whole thing what you're saying there, but Caleb, any message from the reptilians? You're doing forgiving of them. You're making peace, and you want to know more about what's going on. So, I believe it's also opening up a lot of your chakras by doing so. Yeah, you're clearing out your matrix manipulations and connecting more to yourself. Any messages from any other messages? You're connecting to parallel realities where you're feeling more healed, more clarity. You're bringing it like Arcturian realities, where this is actually an Arcturian planet, an Arcturian sun. In the Arcturian world is where, there are genderless beings there, and there's a lot of music, a lot of art energies, and just more understanding of the soul. So you're bringing that in slowly. You have a lot of fish energies around you. I know it sounds weird, but that's fish energies for clearing, basically. There's other ways of looking at it, but that's not how you look at things. I think Donna didn't get her question read. Ooh, this is a short, sort of short, good. I need to answer that. And now I'm lost. All right. All right, Donna Riggs. Maybe type here real quick. I am interested in my state of health. Would you please do a body scan and bring my attention to things I need to address? Only thing I'm saying is go see a doctor. At your leisure, nothing quickly, but I would get a check up when you feel to do so. Just see a regular medical. I don't know if you already have. Just go see a regular. Just do an average checkup is good. Just to make sure all your joints and everything is on track. That's all I'm getting from that. I mean, yeah, just the only thing a medical doctor can bring to you. It's up to you. It's of if you're up for it. Do you see fellowship coming my way? And fellowship. I'm not sure what that means. Like any alien ship, like connections. I don't know what that means. Um, just give things time. Around the summertime, you'll have some visitation of some kind. That's all they're telling me. Just give it time. Susie, what have I been doing in astral? I see a lot of pinks and blues, like a pink being in astral. You're going into the sun, and it's kind of like you're living in the sun. It's a version of it. You get more clarity of life. Obviously, not everything's being itself that clear, but you're doing internal healing. Basically, like you're getting the school of the sun, and it's a lot to absorb. Basically, you're connected to different realities. And you're not quite understanding everything, but eventually things will come into fruition. Well, at least you're trying to figure things out. Just keep being curious, basically. Are any messages for me? I would expect a change coming of more spiritual understanding, an eureka moment, but it's going to be outside what you're thinking right now. It has not fully showed itself yet. So it's sort of like you're on a bicycle, exercising your thought patterns to connect more outside to what you've been taught in the past. So basically, you're going to become your own teacher. You're technically already there, but you're going to connect more to the teacher inside of you. You still have a while to develop that, but you're on your way. Jess, what blue avian aspect? Rafet, been up to you lately? I want messages. That's connecting to the sun from I see with that. Also, other versions of Earth that have been actually reptilian taken over, and they're out of control. So you're healing that side of yourself. You're keeping that reality away from this one. Yeah, think of like a world harder than this one. You're keeping that reality from this one, basically. Where alien visitation is known, reptilians are there in known, but it's like hell on earth at this moment. So you're healing that at this time. Ouch. It is under quarantine. South America gets hit with their vibrations. Thievery and all that. Yeah. What messages does my higher self, Madeline, have for me? Yeah, you're connecting more to your astral self, your alien self. You're bringing in positive timelines, not just for yourself, but for others. You probably already know that, but it doesn't mean it'll make itself too known, but you're just your channeling ability is going to increase. Right, you are where you need, because you're doing mostly everything in astral. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, as you know, probably people don't want to hear. It's not very popular, but it doesn't mean it's not the truth. It is. It's just hard truths are hard to connect with. They will eventually. Erican, do the Archons have a message for you? Oh, very good. Yes, you have. I would say you've kind of conquered. You understand their reality. You're healing that. You're still figuring it out, but you're bringing in. It's a strange reality, as you can probably pick up on it. It's multi-dimensional. It's you can be a male one day, a female the next day, stuff like that. It's in the movies, The Matrix, the Black Mirror has Archon energies. The TV show, it's on Netflix. Yeah, it's just those. I mean, if you to get more, look at it if you do watch any of those shows or anything. You're just reminding yourself of who you are, basically, wherever it might be. So you need a download from it, basically, is what's going on with that. Did Palladians have a message for me? Let's see. Yeah, you're used to This is a message for someone else too. Levitating, flying, but you're also used to be a galactic farmer, an alien farmer, basically like not herding sheep, but something like that. But it's more advanced. And your life here, you're going to be connecting more to a peaceful energy. Not to say you're not now. Music, a lot of our music comes from other worlds. You might, I don't know if you're going to be making your own music or anything like that, but you have been a musician as a Palladian being in your other lifetimes. Think about that. High vibrational music for, the beings, even helping them go into spirit and even come back. So think about that. Yeah, our world, as chaotic as it is, yeah, I know. Even some aliens call their worlds boring, so you can't win. It's always going to be boring somewhere. Ron N, do I have any messages from the Warrens? Oh, from the Warren, a guy named Serafina. You were trapped in lower energies in the past, but now you are awakened more. You're connecting more to your mother's energy. She has been trapped in multi-dimensions thinking-wise, meaning that she has a lot of knowledge that she has not unraveled to you, but she kind of is through astral. So your mother energy here is actually assisting you a great deal than your far under. Well, you might most likely to pick it up now. It's just she's assisting on many levels of, she's kind of guiding you through this life, basically. It's not really your mother here. She's like a queen on other worlds. You can probably pick up on that. I have a message from my higher self. Yeah, you're going to be connecting more to the magician side of yourself. Not just yet, but you are. You are, the magic side of it. You're also dealing with, I think we already mentioned this before, I'm not sure, with genies. You've healed genie energies in the past, healed genies, because some of them are trapped. Like you release them from their, they're in the lamp, you release them from the lamp. Or whatever they're in. So. Renee, sometimes I will shift my eyesight as if someone had turned a giant page on my reality. It's like I have lost consciousness for a split second. Is this what a timeline shift, a parallel reality shift feels? It's parallel reality shift, yes. It's more like a parallel reality shift. You can say the timeline shift, I think it's more parallel reality. Yeah, you're pulling in information from there. Yeah, you're connected to feline realities because you want more understanding of them because it's not been the clearest. The feline energies, you want to make peace with them. You've had difficulties with them in the past. You might be able to connect with that. They're kind of sneaky beings. They're very friendly with some, aren't some. I would like to give more proof of the feline stuff, but in due time. Does Zeta Grace have any message for me? Yeah, you're going more into yourself. You're trusting yourself. And they're helping you through this. There are Zeta Gray realities. Sorry. Yeah, you're connected to also. Yeah, you're bringing fragments of information in. What is needed at this time? You're also clearing blockages. Clearing the blockages when you do this parallel route. I would expect the parallel reality is going to begin to really increase. Oh, there's Donna's question. No, I already got you in there. Kiana, does my higher self have any messages regarding my health? That's right. I have questions. You submit questions to the site. I'll try to maybe tomorrow. I might just type them. Might be easier. Maybe you're just sending an email. Does my higher self have any messages for me? I would not worry about it. I mean, you can go. I don't think you need to see a doctor or anything. Just eat better, sleep, eat better. Eat what you feel like eating. Let's put it that way. Maybe add one vegetable to it. It's up to you. Yeah, just change your diet a little bit. Do what you feel like. Any other messages? Oh yeah, you're clearing blockages, knowing more about your multi-dimensional self. Yeah, lifetimes as a kangaroo. Yeah. A kangaroo that fought insectoids. That might be where your health issues coming from. Remembering going to battle with like a giant cockroach or something like that. So yeah, kangaroo realities. All these animals, kangaroos. We got a kangaroo. It's like I think he's got muscles and everything. It's like, what the hell are we dealing with here? So it's like you're here to invade our planet. So that's one of your connections. You have many more pig lifetimes too. The ostrich. Have fun with that one. The ostrich. Definitely, the ostrich is kind of funny. Man, we have so much to learn on this world. Miles, do you have any messages from the council with no name? You're doing a balance of yourself. You're doing well. You're reflecting into your inner dimensional self. So doing this, you're connecting also to mothership energies, multi-dimensional, but also knowing more about the matrix if you wish to know that. Of your place. You were actually a medical doctor in your past life as an alien being. That's all they're showing. I think it's Palladium, but they're not being very clear. Yeah. Imagine getting on a ship and going to another world and helping somebody. Yep. And there's no monies or fees or anything like that. You have a family too. You have a family with 2 kids. Past life. Do I have any messages from Archangel Lucifer? Yeah, you're once again doing a balance of your middle chakras. That's all they're saying, calling it. Yeah, you also have lifetimes as a bird being, a carrion being. Where, yeah, you had some times where you're very tough, kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger, very tough, very personal, thought you knew everything, and now you're on this world. I would say it's punishment in some regard, not entirely, but it's like, oh, you think you know everything, huh? Here, we'll send you to Earth. Oh, I can handle that. Was it the case? Was it? So you learned you calmed down a lot of the ego from the past. This is a long time ago. So you're a carrion being. I just see you all buffed out, ready to take on. And you did have arms. Some say they just have wings. You had arms. A lot of carrions have arms. Some don't need arms. They just have wings. But it depends on the carrion being. Everyone's different. A carrion as, I believe, a bald eagle. You're tough as nails. So you're healing that aspect of yourself at this time.